Hey guys, I just want to make a quick little vlog with my Ivy. If you saw the last two vlogs, you get that reference. Tomorrow is March 1st, 2025, which is crazy in and of itself. And I just want to talk about March 1st means that I will have reached my 2-month milestone of having published now books, not just a book. And I kind of just want to talk about the journey so far because it's been more than I ever imagined. So we have to start off by talking about the OG and the one that's always going to mean the most to me. No matter how many books I publish in my life, it's always going to be the most to me, which is Breathing Roses, which I know a lot of you guys already read it, kind of know what it's about. But if you don't, Breathing Roses is about me and my best friend Brooks. The 3 years we spent together talking about the human behind the disease of CF, because she had cystic fibrosis also. And she passed away in 2018, sadly, of CF. But this book is just about our lives together. The time we spent with the horses, me and Blondie, that's her horse Tonto right there. I know this book probably looks a little different than the one of you guys that bought it, because this was a personal copy from Barnes & Noble. This was not printed from Amazon. But yeah, this was my first completed work that I actually published. It's a novella. It's about 20,000 words. And just, like I said, our story together. And to date, 14 people have been willing to take a chance on this book, which is crazy. And I want to reiterate before I go any further that none of this has ever been about the money. This has been about just people willing to, especially for this one, just people willing to read Brooke's story. And two things that really got to me today was, one, this book has gone international. It's not just been the United States. I live in Florida, if you don't know, but I sold one copy to Canada, and I sold a copy today, or whenever it actually processed today anyway, to Italy. A physical copy both times. So like, there's a version of this in Canada, there's a version of this in Italy. And that's just crazy to me that, my book and her story is reaching so far. And then also, I shared this, had my CF appointment a week ago, and I shared that I wrote this just as kind of like these are what my hobbies are right now. And my CF team wanted to buy it. So they had me send them a MyChart message of the link. And she bought it, and she's sharing it with the team, kind of passing one book around. But she called me today. I thought Clinic was calling me about my blood sugar because I'm getting some blood test done on Monday because my sugar's been bad. But no, she called me to tell me how much she enjoyed the book and how much she enjoyed learning about Brooke, and said that she was an amazing young woman, which she was, and just like it was enlightening to her, and she thoroughly enjoyed it, which was just like so heartwarming to me. Like the fact that, first of all, my CF team wanted to read it in the first place. Second of all, that they were able to also learn about Brooke. And I feel like for me, this book is a way for her to live on. She passed away 7 years ago, which is crazy. It's been that length of time. And with this book, her story is still reaching people, even all the way to Italy. So, yeah, it's just crazy that 14 people have taken a chance on this book. And technically, 14 people have bought it, but at least 15 people have read it, discounting me. I've read it so many times, I probably have it memorized. But I sent a copy, one of these copies, when I printed the personal copies before I even published it, I sent it to her grandmother, and she read it, and she really liked it. And I'm just thankful that it's resonated with people, because, again, this is about Brooke. And, I've received 2 5-star reviews on this book, and it's more than my wildest dreams, and I'm just really thankful for that. But the story does not end with this book, because now I've also published this book, and this is what it will look like if you order it. This is off of Amazon. And I just published this, I don't know the exact date. It was in February. It wasn't that long ago. And I used to write poems. You guys probably, I think I've talked about it on here before. I've written poems as a coping mechanism for life through everything. And I decided to finally write them down in a book. I'd shared them on social media, so I had shared them with people before, but I'd never actually made a book of them until recently. And so I just got this copy, I think 2 days ago, yesterday. It's kind of blurred together. If you kind of want to pause the screen and read about what all the poems are about, because they're all different, that's what kind of covers everything in this book. And it was interesting coming across the ones I wrote about COVID-19, and let me flip to it. I'll show you guys that one. If you want to pause, I'll let you guys read it. The year the virus came, talking about we remember in 5 years or more about COVID. Hey, look, it's 2025. It's been 5 years, so it was really interesting coming across that one. But like I said, I just kind of wrote these as a coping mechanism, and yeah, it was really cool for me just to see. It's 93 pages. I actually put page numbers this time. I know in Breathing Roses it didn't have page numbers. I thought they would print them for me. They don't. So this one actually has page numbers. But yeah, just seeing my poems written down like in a book is crazy. And I hadn't sold any copies until today. I sold my first copy. It was a Kindle copy of Finding Healing. And so I saw that and I was so excited because I was like, somebody took a chance on my poems. And so to date, between the two, in 2 months, I have sold 15 books. 15 people have been willing to take a chance on my books. 14 people, you know, like I said, just knowing about Brooke and sharing her story is amazing. And then seeing today that, you know, somebody was like, hey, I'm going to read these poems from somebody that I don't know who they are, and take a chance on it. And it's just, this has surpassed my wildest dreams 2 months into this. And, you know, it's just, I don't know how to describe it besides grateful. Thank you to everybody that did read my book that's on here. I really appreciate it. And this is just such an amazing journey. You know, there were so many days over the fall when I was Breathing Roses that I was just like, it felt so impossible to get to the finish line. It felt so, you know, hard at times, but I wanted to keep pushing through to get that out into the world. And now it's out in the world and it's going international, and it's just, and my CF team is calling me on a Friday afternoon to talk about how much they liked my book and, you know, how much they liked learning about Brooke. And just, I think that Brooke would be proud of everything I've been able to accomplish, because she was an aspiring author. She just never got the chance to actually publish. I hope she would be proud. You know, I wish that I could share this with her, because she'd be on FaceTime freaking out just like I am. But you know, hopefully someday I'll be able to tell her about it if she doesn't know about it already. But just thank you to everybody on here that supported me through this. And yeah, I'm working on my third book. Totally not coherent anything. You know, I got a memoir, I've got poems, and now I'm writing a mystery novel. Okay, there's no coherence to my author journey, but that's probably going to be later in 2025. But yeah, just thank you again, and just honestly beyond my wildest dreams.